welcome to the studio and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my favorite vocal compressor and I'm going to tell you how you can make your vocals sound like $1,000,000. Let's go. So the first thing I want to do is just play you this vocal without telling you what the compressor is that I'm using, and I just want you to check the bypass button. So let's listen to the audio.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat. This wind is blowing my mind.
So what do you think? I think it's making it very exciting, and you can hear a bit of that proximity effect coming in, and yeah, it really opens up the vocal. It makes it exciting, and this is the type of compression that you want if you want to put something in the mix on top of the mix, like you want the vocal to pop, right? So what do I use? I'm sorry, it's not very exciting. I use the 1176. And I have a hardware unit from Hairball Audio. It's a 500 series Rev F. That's the one I like the most on my vocals. I've tried different variations, but this is the one I ended up getting. So the next thing I do is pair this compressor up with a second compressor. And I do this either in mixing or already in the tracking session. So I'm going to show you 3 options that you can take from this with stacking compressors that will do a different job and complement each other. And the first option I want to give you is a second 1176. Number 1 is the hardware right here, the Hairball Audio, and number 2 will be this plugin. It's the UAD plugin for the Rev D, and we're gonna have the first compressor at 4:1, attack all the way slow, release all the way fast. And we're gonna have the ratio of the second compressor at 20:1. You can also turn this around. I like having my hardware unit do the most heavy lifting, so that's why I have it in this configuration. So let's have a listen at what those do together. I'm gonna toggle the plugin in and out. Let's.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat. This wind is blowing my mind. Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change.
So the difference is subtle. The first compressor is doing the most, and that's the way I like it personally. But the second one is reacting to some different stuff, and I think that's interesting. That's making it even more controlled and like really make it ready for you to just place in the mix, and then I feel like you almost have a finished vocal. Of course, you want some effects on it, you want to EQ it a bit. But I love this combination, and this is what I use like 80% of the time. So I'm gonna show you the next option now, number 2. So this is a classic one. This is the LA2A after the 1176. This is a different type of compressor. It's an opto compressor, so it reacts more slowly, more evenly, and the idea here is that it will even out and add some color as well, which we will hear in a bit. So let's see what that does.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. Feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. Gonna make it. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
So for me, it brings some thickness to it. It really like gives it color, which sometimes is what you want. I personally don't prefer it. I like keeping the 1176 color in there, and that's why I rather stack two of those together. But for some voices, this can be golden, and you can hear why this is a golden combination. These two really complement each other, and they give different flavors, and stacked upon each other, they do something very interesting. So let's move on to the next option, which is, for this song, probably gonna be my favorite option. So this is another classic. It's the DBX 160. I have the plug-in version by Arturia right here. It's a nice one. And the idea with this one is that you let the 1176 catch the peaks, and then you use the DBX for the more even compression. So I'm gonna change the ratio on the Hairball audio. I'm gonna put it at 20:1 to make it more like a limiter, and then the DBX is gonna go to 4:1.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I
like that. That's really cool. Instantly when this starts playing, I also want to add EQ. So that's what I'm gonna try now. I'm just gonna put a little Pultec passive EQ at the end and see if that will finish my vocal chain for this song. Let's see what that sounds like.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the winner for this test, actually. I also really like the first option with just two 1176s and then a Pultec at the end. But yeah, I think it's all about what you want to try out, what you feel like per song, what fits the bill. And now the last thing I want to do is do a little shootout between the hardware unit and the plugin. So we're gonna hear two 1176s. First round it's hardware and plugin, and the second round it's all plugin. So two plugins behind each other. Let's see which one is your favorite.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna make a change.
Interesting. You can definitely tell that the plugin has a different flavor to the hardware. But let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I think I made up my mind, but that's of course why I have this in my vocal chain. By the way, I'm compressing about as much as you're seeing on the plugin on the hardware as well. So let me know what you think. Let me know what's on your vocal chain usually, if you use any of these, and what's your favorite compressor. And like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.